15-minute walk, play with the dog a little bit. No, it's not my dog. It's my house, my rules. We signed the contract. It's like my 16-year-old doesn't know anything about tort law. I've raised countless dogs in my life, and I know what is needed for a healthy, obedient dog. I'm just unwilling to even put in the slightest effort for that right now. I was also worried she wouldn't be his alpha, which is absolutely necessary if she expected to take him with her when she moved out. I don't know what that means. Can a dog-pilled pet cell explain to me what your dog being someone's alpha is? It's a myth? Yeah, but like, what's the myth? Like, it's an old-fashioned... Anyway, let's see. Don't downvote assholes. Okay, I'm going to say that that's a mission failed from Reddit here. You're the asshole. You can't have it both ways. Making her take full responsibility for the dog, then forcing her to get rid of him. It's her dog or it's not. And from your own admission, it doesn't sound... I like this post because they used his own objectivism against him. If it's her dog, how can he make her give it up? You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's her dog from now on. You can't create like a states' rights situation and then also put a federal law on top of it when you don't like what the state does. It's intellectually inconsistent. You got to adhere to the terms of your own deal. The alpha stuff is also nonsense. Okay, that's chat told me that as well. She's going to resent you forever for this. Yeah, okay. Absolutely true. In my opinion. What the hell is Am I the Cloaca, by the way? Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole filtered? Am I the butt face? Am I the cloaca? I'm not going to have a look on camera. Like, I know what it is anatomically speaking. I just don't know what it is in the Reddit context. You're the asshole. A teenager who's in school with your mouth open or like making a lot of noise when you're chewing deliberately, basically. Some people get a little crazy and they're like, I honestly, I can't fathom how small the problems in your life would have to be worried about having your elbows on the table. I don't understand why that's a thing. But can I tell you, by the way, one of the reasons I never joined the school band in high school is like in 9th grade, I went on a one-day like music retreat where we went to like a campsite and played a concert at like a nursing home and a concert at the campsite, okay? We ate dinner at the campsite. I'm in the 9th grade. Everybody else, more or less, that's there was they were already part of the school band. I'm eating. I'm enjoying the company of my friends. I have my elbows on the table. Everybody simultaneously breaks into like, I forget the way that it starts, but it's like something, Ryan, if you're able, get your elbows off the table. This is not a livestock table. It's a first-class dining table. Walk your butt. Walk your butt. Walk. And then I was like, what does that mean? And then they're like, oh, you have to get up in front of everybody and spell your name out with your ass. Like you have to go to the front of the room and then spell your name like facing the opposite direction by moving your butt. I know that it was super crappy, and I genuinely had no idea. I just want to talk to him for a second and be like, what do you mean you had no idea? How did you think the food got in the fridge? I don't understand. Much like this is the last post, but like on steroids, Where I'm like, I didn't understand why that guy wanted to use a fork to eat a tortilla. This one, I'm like, I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. After apologizing, I said maybe she should stop meal prepping if not getting one of her meals throws her off that much. This is to make me some while she's prepping on Sundays. I feel like I should include this in my post because many people don't read all the comments. Yes, I apologize profusely. I ordered pink lidded containers on Amazon to make sure this doesn't happen again. It doesn't, what are you talking about? You don't need a new system. If you didn't make the food, you know is not for you to eat without asking at least. Like, what's wrong? The system didn't fail you. You just ate someone else's food. I don't understand why is this a debate? I'm not even, look, I get why you're focusing on the pink stuff, okay? I'm just saying in like 50 words. Then they go too far and they say other things about how we would steal stuff from the work fridge. I'm not comfortable saying that again, but you're the asshole. I thought it wasn't hers. Did you make it? Then whose did you think it was if not hers? It's so good. I love it. You're the asshole. Did you think the oat fairy prepped the overnight oats? Okay, I'm learning I'm not as clever as I thought I was. I'm glad that for once everybody is like baffled by the fact that this guy is trying to argue like he didn't know it was hers, so he thought it was his. Info, how is the solution for this to stop meal prepping and not for you to just ask before you eat something about it? Probably something she understands now, if I had to guess. You're the asshole. You can't get someone 2 tickets for themselves and demand them to not give it to someone. A gift is a gift. Why do you even care? You should expect them to take their partner. If you didn't want her to bring her boyfriend, you shouldn't have gotten them the tickets. Even later, when she understood you didn't want your money and she wanted to pay you back, you refused. You are being exhausting, to be honest. Just an incredible... being told that you're exhausting is actually like the adult version of hearing from your parents that they're not mad, they're just disappointed in you. Like if I was having an argument with somebody and they said you're being exhausting, I would be like, oh, I just lost the argument instantly. That hurts. Ooh. Hello. What was that? She said hey and hi at the same time. She went, hoi. Am I the asshole for making fun of how my wife said hi to me? Me, 71M, and my wife, 19F. By the way, I don't know if this is relevant, but sometimes she eats food with her hands. I only eat food with the designated fork that am I the asshole for making fun of my wife for using her salad fork? This is my 18th cousin twice removed. Oh, I know exactly what that means. I don't know any of that. I know, the furthest down the family tree that I understand is actually cousin. My cousin had a child. I have no idea what that child is in relation to me. I genuinely have no idea. Is that a second cousin? That's a second cousin? How do they get removed? Is it when that baby marries someone, their spouse would be my second cousin once removed? That person would be a stranger. Well, like my cousin is basically a stranger to me. Her child is a... When I got home, my mom called me extremely immature and wants me to apologize. So am I the asshole? When I went on Facebook, I saw a long post from sister-in-law's sister, basically saying that sister-in-law knew how her nephew was and how if she didn't want him to throw a tantrum, she should have never invited them. She also called sister-in-law selfish, saying she should have offered nephew to cut the cake with her. Sister-in-law's family also agreed and called sister-in-law selfish. I went over to sister-in-law. So she told me I was right and how I should never have invited him. I still apologize, though, because I did kick her while she was down. I offered to pay to get her wedding dress clean, but she said that was fine. I'm going to hit you with my once a day, who cares? It's just not that big of a deal. So it's like someone who, A 9-year-old in your extended family who you're probably going to see like 4 more times over the course of your entire life is annoying. Okay. And a few days ago, I asked her to go somewhere with me. She ended up screaming at me. She asked me if I'm not catching the hint that she doesn't want to be around me and she's only here because she has nowhere else to go. She said I should carry on with my life like I did when she wasn't around and that I'm an asshole for invading her personal space. All I wanted to do was for us to have some mother-daughter time. So am I the asshole? I want to make it clear she's not missing the opportunity to have an education. She took out some student loans and she's going to school. I also failed to mention her dad is helping her out with tuition next semester. Allegedly speaking, source, Dr. Manhattan image, source, I made it up. Source, because I said so. And she's still being indifferent towards us, even when we're making an effort to help her after that, 1 year period where we didn't make an effort to help her at all. After reading some of the comments, I realized I made a mistake and didn't. Your mom's getting a master's degree, kid. I don't know if that line's going to work. She said she doesn't want to because he'd get mad at her and I wouldn't. She's not the one who bought me the computer. My dad did. And when I asked her to get me a computer 4 years ago, she said she wouldn't. However, my brother, who is 12, has broken 3 computers in the past 2 years and she gets him a replacement every time. I just really don't want her using my computer because she doesn't wash her hands when she does anything and her workplace is really gross. Not to mention whatever software she's going to download will probably lag my computer. Why I could be the asshole. My brother is actively playing games, whereas I'm not actively using my computer at the moment, and she needs a computer at some point in the next 3 days, or she'll fail her assignment. Am I the asshole? It's my property, and when I told her no, she kept saying how I'm a bad person. It's so funny. It's actually just really hilarious. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why? Like, do you have no problems in your life? I get that this is for petty grievances, but at the same time, like, here's what I want. I want you to make a follow-up post. It's like how I got to be 35 years old with 2 kids, and the biggest thing going on in my life right now is like I'm having a feud with a kindergarten teacher over school supplies. You haven't had simultaneous salmonella and campylobacter infections recently, clearly. You haven't done colonoscopy prep recently. Am I the asshole for helping my wife take her father to the emergency room and then rolling my eyes when he told me that they said wait anywhere, so he went home and missed his appointment? Like I feel like I'm just wondering what's going on in your life that this is taking up so much space. Pluto luggage tags. Oh, I'd like to get off the boat. What's your luggage tag? Mickey Mouse? Well, we only called Pluto. I don't understand why I can't get off the boat. It's because they got their luggage is coming off in a specific order, so they let the people go, and then they can pick up their luggage, and then they got more space with the luggage, then they can put out the new tags, and then it's actually faster for everybody to just follow the system. But instead, this guy's like, oh, the system's not perfect for me. Yeah, that's because it's a compromise, because you got 30 kids in your damn kindergarten classroom. You got to... You know how exhausted you are after looking after like 2 kids all day? Okay, look after 25 strangers' kids in a big room where they're all running around with each other for 8 hours for 9 months a year. And then, oh, it's Tuesday, time to do finger painting. Try to get 25 damn kids to wash their hands. It's so much until the next part. She got me into the exam room, and with her, there was a student, medical training with her. My doctor told me to get in the position, get my pants off, and literally show her my asshole to insert the thing. I was like in front of her, and she said, yes. It threw me off because I never expected this to happen. I told her I'm not going to do this until she gets out of the room. The student told me she's just here to observe and ask questions so she learns. I told her that it's cute. What? Nice try, sweetheart. I know you're just trying to get a glance at this sweet, juicy peach I got here. Cute excuse, honey. Where I come from, we call this sexual harassment. What is he talking? That's cute. But I'm not going to do it in front of her. She needs to get out. I got in a small fight with the doctor and the student, both insisting it's okay for her to be there and trying to convince me, but eventually the doctor gave up and agreed. After finishing my visit, the student confronted me and made me know she didn't like the way I spoke to her. That seems totally fair if you said it's cute. I spoke to her and that there's no shame in medicine. She's only there for learning. I told her off and that I don't want her to see me naked. She called me an asshole and left. Am I the asshole? Okay. This might surprise you. I don't think you're the asshole for not wanting the medical student to be in there. I think that's your right as a patient. And you probably could guess this based on the amount that I talked about this, but like, I'm open about my medical procedure. I mean, if they want to have the room packed for the colonoscopy, what do I care? 6 people are seeing a camera be shoved up my asshole. Why not make it 20? Why not make it 100? What do I care? But I think it's your right to be like, no, only the doctor. But the way he talked about it was like, I was very rude. I think that makes him an asshole. Edit. I want to say that I went to a medical school hospital, not a normal hospital. This might be relevant. Okay, you're the asshole. Are you stupid? Are you? Is this the same guy who he ate his girlfriend's overnight oats because he thought she didn't make them and thus he must have? Yeah, that's dumb. If you go to like a barber college, you can't be mad that like a student might want to watch you get your hair cut. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's nonsensical. Happened to me yesterday, and it was unbelievable to me too. I thought I was the asshole because maybe I prevented her a chance to learn. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I find it hard to believe as well, but simultaneously, like, I also find it hard to believe that you went to a medical university hospital and then we're like, no medical students, please. Update. Thank you for the kind words. I know that this post is tagged as asshole, but it seems most comments are saying not the asshole, so don't worry. I know now that we won big. Jay Beesman, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. It's looking like I'm not the asshole. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not the asshole. I'm also going to tell you I only went to the hospital because my doctor works there now and told me to go there for a checkup every Thursday. Once a week. I also live in Egypt. Sorry for not answering these questions early. I didn't open my account until now. I will also try to report the student for... I lost my place. I will also try to report the student like many people here are telling me to. It will be a disaster if somebody like this becomes a doctor. What the hell are you talking about? You kind of like, based on your own verbiage in the post, you kind of verbally abused her, which means you... Please. It's an awful bit. I want to throw up. You should grow up. I'm dead. It's not going 200. I think it's probably going 200. Have you ever gotten your testosterone levels tested? No, I don't participate in bodybuilding competitions or listen to self-help podcasts. I'm just a guy. I can tell you, I don't think I have low testosterone. I experience road rage like every time I drive. Look at this. That's perfect. I will say, and the other thing is, I actually, like, I'm not a perfect driver. I cut somebody off in traffic this weekend. I think it was on Sunday. I cut someone off. I'll tell you how it happened. I looked in the mirror to see if it was open for me to change lanes. It was. I signaled. I shoulder checked. There was nobody there. I moved into the next lane. Somebody behind me like 2 cars behind me, was mad that the car in between us was going slowly and didn't do the necessary precautions. Just went, but that's the jerk off motion. Okay, here we go. You gotta go. Peepo, you gotta go. That was close. Please. Way! He is pogging! It's not going 200. It's not going 200. I mean, when someone makes a mistake in traffic, and then I'm like mad at them, and then they do this, I'm like, okay, don't worry. Everybody makes mistakes. What do you expect? Our brains are made out of meat. Of course we're going to make mistakes. If they don't acknowledge me while I'm raging at them from inside of my car, I get a little bit more upset because I'm like, man, that's a person who probably does that mistake like every damn day. They don't even acknowledge that they're doing anything wrong. Hold slash moment. Nope, not yet. Maybe next time. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, this is too easy after what we've been through. I don't know where I was going on that one. Rip Bozo. Clip me. Clip me. I know, I stand by what I said. That first part there was too easy. Once you get to the triplicate boulders, that's... Okay. Don't bring Brockville into this. I'm sorry, Brockville. I'm sure you've got many good things going for you there that I'm just ignorant to. I lived, bitch. And I didn't even get... I know less about Brockville than I do about Gananoque. At least Gananoque, I'm like, you got the Thousand Islands Ferry there. What do they have in Brockville? No disrespect. Belleville at least has the Quinty Mall, which had a cool mini golf course when I was growing up, and a big Toys R Us. But it would be sick for me. Motherfucker. And I stand by the plastic straw take. It's bad for the environment, but what people never consider is maybe it's worth it. It's like, and people are like, that sociopath take. You make that decision every day. You drive your car to work. Oh, I can't walk. It's 5 miles. You could walk. You just decided that driving a car that produces, like, you know, CO2 and emissions via internal combustion was worth it that day. Because I wanted to sleep for an extra 20 minutes because I'm tired, you know? We make that decision every day. Why can't we make that decision with our straws, man? I think we should bring back the plastic straws and just ban all cars. How about that? Would that be a fair trade? What percentage of society joins? Is this reasonable? No? Okay. Dude, we should ban paper straws. That's, yeah. Just invent teleportation. I would rather walk than get in the teleporter. I don't trust that shit at all. Full of -2s today? I disagree. It was a little bit safer, at least on the way in. Nobody was bringing their germs with them. I mean, they could have had, like, tuberculosis, but... I gotta go to Ketchikan. They got some great shirts! Yeah, I'm into fitness. Fitting this virus into my body in Ketchikan, Alaska. So true. So true. I went to Ketchikan, Alaska, and all I got in return is Omicron variant of COVID BA.5 subtype. You know, his weird, like, soda can British accent, where he's always up speaking at the end of his sentences. You know why I'm here? Cactus Jack sent me! You need the cup for it. I don't think I have a cup. I just have a water bottle. You know why I'm here? I'll have a junior bacon cheeseburger. Something, you know, is... Like, legitimately... I really thought I could split the D there. Legitimately, when the trailer came out for The Dark Knight Rises, I could not understand what he was saying. It just sounded like noise to me. But they cleaned it up a little bit in the theater release, I guess. But I saw it in theaters. Not really a good Jason Statham impression. You nailed it? I think that's just the oi, honestly. I need to use your phone. Let me use your phone. Oh, I see why you guys don't like the impression. Oi, I need your mobile. I need your mobile telly. I need your pocket ring. Now you sound like Carl Urban from The Boys. Huey. I think he would find that funny. Yeah, let's play some Sporkle. I like Sporkle. Sporkle's fun. It did work, by the way, because when I came back from the bathroom, I was like, man, I guess there's nothing to play but like Fall Guys and Sap, and like I played Fall Guys and Sap yesterday, but someone in chat was like Sporkle, Prage, and I was like, yo, Sporkle, Pog. Handsome Pantsome. I have no idea what the hell an Irish stone is. I pass. The amount of 4 score. That's 60. Plus the number of years in 255 days. That must be 7 or 8. 67. 68? Ah, shit. 87? The atomic number of fluorine minus the Roman numeral 9. What is minus 2? Ah, shit. It's in the halogens. Fluorine is a halogen. Maybe 0? Okay. The number of nucleotides in DNA multiplied by the number of bits in a kibibit. In a kibibit? In a kibibit? A kibibit. I have no idea. The number of feet in a mile, nobody needs to know this in the civilized world, divided by the number of inches in a foot. 110, 112, 500, and 450. That's called pork pie. All right, but before we give up, because I don't know any of the other ones, let's go through it, okay? What's number 2 here? What is this tzatziki sundae? It's called Eaten Mess. I'll say, I know they're eating a mess. What the hell is the mess called? Whatever, I'm giving up. Gooseberry Fool, I can't read these, I'm sorry. The first one they give me is called Gooseberry Fool. I can't. Treacle tart. I thought treacle was poison, man. Isn't treacle like it's like arsenic or something? Or is tar? It's molasses. Oh, okay. Summer pudding, sure, whatever. Not a pudding, but you know, we got bigger problems. Welsh rarebit, cock-a-leekie soup, Cornish pasty. Pasty was actually what I was looking for. Sorry, I was reading ahead to some of the other ones. I never snort when I laugh. That's how you know you got me good. Mint sauce, sure. I'll give you that one. Chelsea buns. Korean tacos from Los Angeles. I mean, that's probably true. Honestly, they're not from Korea. There's a fusion. I mean, those look delicious. I can't deny that. Kuchin. Lobster roll. Can I say something? Lobster roll, possibly the most overrated sandwich of all time. And I'm gonna take the photos out there. Maybe we can return to this quiz on another day. Lobster, delicious. Bread, delicious. Lobster roll is not is it's worse than the sum of its parts. Hold on, I'm 2:08. Let me see if my wife is ready to stream. She's already streaming. That's perfect. I also at least like lobster roll on like a baguette or a roll I can kind of get down with. What I don't like is when they